This is David Carr of Online Presenters Toastmasters with a few thoughts about using PowerPoint well in Zoom. Now, of course, your first decision is, do you need to use PowerPoint at all? You might be better off just talking to the camera, talking to your audience. But if you are going to use it, you want to try and use it smoothly. And you don't want to be futzing around saying, where's my PowerPoint? What screen do I want to share? What button do I push? You don't want to be telling your audience that you're disorganized. You want to have everything warmed up and ready to go. Also, I very often see people sharing their slides in this mode. This is, I think, sometimes known as the slide sorter mode, because this is where you can rearrange your slides and add slides and author slides. But it's really meant for you creating the slides. It's not meant to be what you show the audience, at least in most cases. And so normally what you would do is you'd go up here and you do show slideshow from the beginning to make that full screen. And then if you want to get out of it, if you want to go back to talking directly to your audience, which you ought to be doing some of the time, you press the escape key, and that will get you out of PowerPoint. The other thing I see fairly often is that people will share their slides like this. Now, this probably means that you have a second monitor attached to your computer, because this is the mode that is meant to be used by somebody who has the computer in front of them and they're trying to keep track of where they are in their presentation, and the other screen is supposed to be what's being shown to the audience. So this would be, in an in-person setting, it would be what's being shown on the big screen while you have your computer in front of you. If we did want to use that tool as a way of helping us keep us organized, we would want to make sure that we're sharing the correct screen. So screen 1 is where my face is. That's where the Zoom session is. This is my other screen. I need to select the correct thing. The other thing I can do is I can select the specific application. Now, most of the time I would recommend leaving this unchecked, because I just find it a little bit confusing. So there are a few other options up here. Start from the beginning or start from the current slide. So if you've dropped out of your slideshow presentation and you want to resume, then you could do from current slide to start from primary goals in this case. Now, there are a few other buttons available for you. Down in the lower right-hand corner, there's a button called Reading View. And if we do Reading View, we get this, where it fills up most of the screen, but you still have the borders shown. And this can be useful if you want to move this around the screen a little bit, if you want to be able to see what else is going on the screen. And then down the end, there's this thing that looks like a slide projector screen. And that is where you click to go to full screen. So what I would want to do before I even start speaking, before the Toastmaster of the day introduces me, or whoever's introducing me introduces me, I want to get this fired up in the background. And so this slide is in a one monitor setup. It's on my main screen, and I'm going to do Alt-Tab. On a Mac, it would be Command-Tab to get back to Zoom. And now when I go to screen share, the first thing that's going to be displayed is my slides. So I can open up. Now, I'm not saying it would be a good idea for Abraham Lincoln to have given the Gettysburg Address as a slideshow presentation, but if he did, he might want to do the opening part, the 7 years ago, the powerful introduction, and then say, and now I'm going to show you a few slides and charts about casualties during the war. So you give your powerful introduction, and then you click to share, and your slides are right there. You go through the slides. You're going to use them just for what they accomplish for you. You're using them for where they enhance your presentation. You don't want to be hiding behind your slides. You don't want to be using your slides as a crutch just to tell you where you are in your presentation. And when you get to the big finish, you might want to click on Stop Share and go back and talk directly to your audience, try and create that illusion of eye contact, that personal connection, answer some questions. Don't leave your slides up when they're not doing anything to advance your presentation.